is Carrie and welcome to my channel. In today's video I wanted to do a charity shop or a thrift shop haul, basically all of the books that I picked up over the last couple of weekends when I've been going to visit the charity shop. I have 8 books I'm going to tell you about, although technically 4 or 5 of them are actually like all together, so I'll speak them through quite quickly. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first book I want to show you guys that I picked up in the charity shop is The Missing and the Dead by Stuart Macbride. Now if you watched my What I Read in January video, you'll have heard me speak about Stuart Macbride before, but basically he is a Scottish author and he sets his novels in Scotland. So most of the books that I've read by Stuart Macbride follow around a detective called Logan McRae, and sorry, my cat's just playing around. I've got 2 cats if you didn't know, and they just like to start playing about when I'm trying to film videos. That is a sock. Why do you want to play with a sock? So if you watched my What I Read in January video, you'll have heard about another Stuart Macbride book that I read, and I told you guys that it was like 2 books after where I had left the season off and I didn't even realise. So this is one of the 2 books that I missed out. So this one, as far as I know, follows Detective Steele again, but it does have Logan McRae in it a lot more than the book I read last. And basically all I know about this book is a young girl's body washes off the shore in Macduff, I think it's set, and it's about Detective Steele and Detective McRae trying to solve this girl's murder. I love Stuart Macbride's writing. I love the fact that it's very Scottish dialogue and that he's really funny, and amongst all the darkness in a Stuart Macbride book you still have a lot to laugh about. So I'm really excited to read this, and I got it for 50p, which is honestly so amazing to me because usually alone these would probably be about £8-9 to buy new, and there's not even like a break in the spine or anything like that. It is a perfectly new book, so I am super excited to add that one to my collection. The next book that I picked up from the charity shop is Fallen, and that is by Lauren Kate. So this is a YA fantasy novel, and I know it's got a paranormal romance in there. I don't know a lot about this book, but I recognise the cover from Goodreads, and I know I've heard a lot of people kind of review it on Goodreads, so I thought I would pick it up. All I know that it is the first book in a series of 6, and it follows a girl named Lucinda, and she is sent to like a reform school after she's accused of murdering a boy when she starts a fire. So that's all I know about it. I was really drawn in by the cover and the darkness around it, and I do like a good YA fantasy series. I actually think I've got the second book in the series. I'm sure the second book is called Torment, and I actually think I already own it, so I thought I would pick this one up and start that series as soon as I can. So the next book in the series is one that probably everyone has already read years ago, but that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I've only ever read... Hi Muffin. Does really like to be a part of my films, don't you? You always want to be involved. So the next book that I picked up is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I got this book because I've only ever read one John Green book, and the one that I have read by him was Searching for Alaska, Looking for Alaska, whatever that one's called, and I did quite enjoy it, but I just didn't really get on board the big hype train around him. Thought it was £1 and I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I don't know a lot about this book either. I know that it follows a girl called Hazel, and I believe that she has terminal cancer, and I think there's a love interest in there. He's called Augustus. So all I know really is it follows a terminally ill girl and she falls in love with someone. But I thought, you know what, it's a quite short book. I think it's only, just over 300 pages. So I thought I could crack through that one pretty quickly. The next book, or books actually, that I got, let me try and pick them all up. I'm not going to hold them all up forever, but the next books I got are some of these Skullduggery Pleasant books. I'm going to find the first one and just hold that one up, because there's 5 of them that I picked up and that's too heavy. So the Skullduggery, I can't say it. So the Skullduggery Pleasant books, I know that they follow a detective who is a skeleton. The reason I picked these up is I was walking past a charity shop and I noticed the cover and I recognised it so much, and I couldn't think why, and then I realised it's because a really good friend of mine actually has his face tattooed on her leg, and I went with her for her to get that tattoo. You know what, if these books are so important to a good friend of mine that she gets a tattoo of it, I'm gonna read it. The only downside is I think I've got books 1, 2 and 3, then I think I don't have 4, I've got 5, and then I've got 8, so I don't have all of them, but I know that these books follow a skeleton detective, and I think it's his niece, or there's some teenage girl with him as well, and they are solving crimes together, so I thought it sounded cool. It was a YA kind of fantasy crime book, which is a bit of a mixture of everything I love, so I'm really excited to start this series as well. What are you doing, Catty? We have a bonus cat. And the final book that I picked up on my charity haul is The Dark Side, and that is by Belinda Bauer. Really, I just picked up this book because of the cover. I didn't know anything about it. I know it's a crime book, so I looked up a little bit about the synopsis because on the back and on the little blurb, but it doesn't actually tell me that much. From what I can gather, it starts in a little village, a little town, and it's basically one of those villages that if anything was out of place, everyone would know about it, everyone knows everyone's business, and there is basically this woman is murdered. It's the first murder that's been there in a long time. So it follows a detective on his first ever murder case, and he's being taunted by the killer, and I thought it sounded really, really interesting, and I really liked the cover. I was really excited to kind of pick that up and start reading. I really love crime books, if you haven't guessed by most of these books being some kind of crime book, so I was really excited to pick that one up. That is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. So if you have liked watching the books that I've picked up in this charity/thrift shop haul, please give me a big thumbs up and I'll know to keep doing more of them. I mean, it's so much to me if you would hit that subscribe button down below and just leave me a comment of any books that you've picked up in the charity shop recently, or any books that you've bought recently as well. But I will see you guys on Monday for my next video. Bye!